for the first time in 6 years, there were no British representatives here. Palmer, Gibson and perhaps most significant of all, Will Gollop stayed away, and the grid was almost exclusively Scandinavian, apart from one Dutch competitor. And for the only time this season, we saw the return of number 1 on the front of a Division 2 car as Matti Alamäki chose to contest his home round of the series in an RS200 rented from Martin Schanche, his arch rival of so many seasons. It was no surprise that Alamäki qualified well and drove his way straight into the A final. Others had their troubles. It was the usual qualifying excess, but fortunately little or nothing in the way of substantial damage. Momentary excitement, no real harm done except to our trackside camera, of course. This is Steiner Uranli getting physical all over again, and he really is having to work very hard and become a very aggressive driver to make that little Astra work as hard as the RS 500s. Most famous left-hand turns in the Rallycross Championship. But it's not that one that catches them out, it's this. Bert Brodin and the Quattro straight into the tyres there. And look out here for number 25, Bengt Wiklund. We've seen him before. And now getting all wrapped up with Tommy Kristoffersen. Pekka Rantanen on the grass and heading straight towards the camera. And this is the start of the C final in Division 1. Leading lights of this are likely to be number 117, just dropping into second place there, Johnny Alanius, and number 111, Tom Einar Asserud. At the moment though, it's Alanius in second place and Asserud nowhere to be seen. And Johnny Alanius has overdone it there, completely overcooked that right-hander and driven himself out of it. Here comes Tom Einar Asserud though. Well, Asserud we'd expect to see running a little bit higher than the C, and there it is again, fine and dusty in Finland as it was at round 2, and through at the very last corner goes Asserud. He promotes himself then up to the back end of the B final. Takes his place on the grid headed by Ekstrom's BMW out in front there. Asserud at the back. Jussi Rasku is perhaps the man to look for. Look at that, goes for the front and grabs it going into the first turn. Jussi Rasku's out in front, Ekstrom's in second place. There behind is Eivind Opland. Asserud working on the tail end of the grid and has moved up a place. Well, it's a tall order, expecting someone to come up from the C into the A final. He's gone C to B, but Jussi Rasku is running away with this at the front, number 118. Jussi Rasku looks perfectly in control, not only of his RS 500, but also of this race. There's the checkered flag, and it's Rasku who moves up. Ekstrom second, and behind that, Uranli smoking very heavily. B final in Division 2, Bengt Wiklund on the front of this grid. Bert Brodin's there as well, we saw him in trouble earlier on. Wiklund grabs the first corner though. Dust again a problem as Bengt Wiklund and the 604 go through. Brodin behind that. And Wiklund's just running away with this one. He is gone at the front. Driven off and hidden somewhere around the circuit. And the rest of them, although they're following him and eating his dust cloud, really aren't in the same race. Wiklund absolutely gallops away with this. Maybe that Brodin is a bit of a mobile chicane with the Quattro taking up lots of track. He still finishes in second place. Wiklund's the man who gets the promotion though. So it's a final time in Division 1. Kenneth Hansen not on the front row. It's Hunsbeth Skogstad, Uranli and then Kenneth Hansen, then Jussi Rasku and Michael Jernberg. Hansen on row 2, and that really may handicap him because he does like to make really quick getaways and be leading by the time they reach the first turn. He's having a go at it, he's on the inside, he's already up inside Skogstad and he's pulled it off as well. Kenneth Hansen's the man at the front. He's being poked by Skogstad. Uranli's all over the tyres in third place, but Kenneth Hansen makes a blinding start from the second row of the grid to grab the lead. Skogstad's still after him. Skogstad's on the inside. Hansen's got it on the dust. Lost the back end. Bjorn Skogstad's back out in front. Skogstad, Hansen, Uranli. Well, Skogstad, the pole man, after just 2 heats. Minimum score. 2 points. You can't ask for better than that. In very confident form here. There's his checkered flag. 3 rounds and 3 winners. Hansen round 1, Hundsbeth round 2, and now Skogstad round 3. So the title is still a little bit open, although Kenneth Hansen does have a fairly substantial lead at the top end of it. 54 points to Skogstad's 42, and then not Hundsbeth but Uranli, Björnberg, Opland and Ludwig Hundsbeth 31 points despite that checkered flag at round 2. So let's go on to the A final in Division 2, and let's look forward to the reopening of a combat that's been going on for many seasons between Matti Alamäki and Martin Schanche. And what a surprise, there they are on the front row with Kristoffersen and Holm behind them, Wickland and then the Porsche 911 of Antero Nikkinen. No Will Gollop in this one, and that could be important for the championship, but this could be entertaining as Schanche and Alamäki open an old feud that has raged for many seasons in Division 2. Alamäki's always seemed to get the better of it, but he's not going to do it this time. Look at Martin Schanche just gallop away from this. Alamäki made a poor start. He's got Tor Holm right behind him, and there's Alamäki running wide and collecting the tyres. Alamäki in pots of trouble in the background there. See it again from a different angle, got it on the dust, lost and completely mislaid his way. Sailing off towards the Armco there as Schanche runs away with it. Tor Holm behind him in second place. That big Quattro, they do seem to stand up well. Behind that Wickland, then it's Antero Nikkinen. Here comes Matti Alamäki. And this is what it looks like to him as he tries to get past the Porsche 911 of Antero Nikkinen, and I think he's pulled it off round the outside now. It started off as a manoeuvre on the inside of a corner, but he followed it through, kept it going all the way round the outside, but it's not going to be good enough. Martin Schanche picks up another 20 points in Finland, makes it 3 in a row.